àkókò Ramadan yìí Kivo non-dairy creamer ó darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹbí jákèjádò Nàìjíríà nínú àdúrà àròjinlẹ̀ àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
láti sàárì sí ìṣínú ṣe àfikún adùn sí ife tíì kọfí custard tàbí ògì pẹ̀lú ìṣerere Kivo tó kì pọ́pọ́.
tí oòrùn bá ti wọ̀ tí àwọn olólùfẹ́ kórajọ fún ìṣínú jẹ́ kí àkókò kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìtumọ̀ kó rọrùn kó sì dùn sí i pẹ̀lú Kivo non-dairy creamer. Kivo non-dairy creamer jẹ́ kí Ramadan yìí jẹ́ àkókò ìṣerere.
Well, we're back. We're back. Well, Nigerian upstream producers have failed to supply crude to refinery Dangote, and this one says gunmen wreak havoc in Ondo, Oyo, Kebbi, disguised as vigilante to kidnap 4 on Kishi Igbeti Road. Oh my God! And then this one says. Nigeria is poor because we celebrate looters. Peter Obi, who is fooling who?
Oh, really?
Well, conversation is the program right now with Bimbo and Goke. You're welcome. Conversation.
Alright, good morning. It's Oluyole 98.5 FM. Today, Friday, the 16th, the month of March 2026. And it's Conversation. Let me tell you and let me say, welcome to Conversation. And that is our daily newspaper headlines, analysis, and review. And you know what we do here. We take a critical look and informed glance at the major headlines making the rounds across Nigeria and the world, from politics to the economy, security to education, health to social development. We go beyond the headlines to examine the issues, the implications, and of course the conversations they generate. And note, however, that the views, opinions, and interpretations expressed during this program are strictly those of the presenters. They do not in any way represent the official position or corporate view of Oluyole 98.5 FM, its management or affiliates. Nonetheless, our aim is to inform, educate, and stimulate meaningful public discourse through balanced analysis and responsible commentary. So I implore you to come along as we dissect today's headlines and bring you the story behind the story. It's Oluyole 98.5 FM once again. And we are networking on Okeogun 96.3 FM and Agility 92.1 FM. And as always, this is Conversation where the headlines speak. And of course, we talk back. I am Goke Moshood, and with me,
Bimbo Akombi is my name. We are very much welcome to Oluyole FM 98.5 FM in Ibadan. Conversation is the program, and of course networking with Okeogun 96.3 FM, 92.1 FM, and yes, your own views too will be made known when the time comes through these phone lines. We will communicate with you.
Yes, our usual hotlines 08055009850 and alternatively, of course, 070-5555-1985.
Yes, when time comes. So many of our listeners, yes, they have the lines already, and of course streamlining Oluyole 98.5
on
FM.
Facebook.
You check us up there, you will meet us there. No one beats that reach.
Nobody.
No station beats that reach. Yes, this story which is worrying me, it is worrisome. Yes, some kind of gunmen that wreaked havoc in Oyo, Ondo, and Kebbi, and in the Okeogun axis of Oyo State, to be particular.
Yes, and that is our own state.
Yes, and Oyo State, and that is along the Kishi Igbeti Road. In Irekpo local government area of Oyo State. Yes, gunmen, they kidnapped 4 passengers along that route, and this is just as gunmen operating along the country's international borders in Kebbi State attacked a border post, killing 2 policemen in the process. In Oyo particularly, the victims included the driver and passengers of a commercial Volkswagen Golf car and a truck. And it was gathered by the Tribune that the incident, which occurred at midnight on Wednesday, sent residents of the area into a state of panic. An eyewitness account revealed that the residents got wind of the incident around 1 a.m. It was gathered that the kidnappers, disguised as local vigilante men, blocked the highway to carry out the crime. It was further gathered that the victims were threatened with guns before they were marched into the nearby bush. And the source said their whereabouts are yet to be known, while the abductors were yet to establish contact with their relatives, and the victims' identities could not be ascertained as at press time. Confirming the incident in a message, the State Police Public Relations Officer PPRO Olayinka Anyolade said the police have deployed necessary operational assets to ensure the safe rescue of the victims and prompt arrest of the perpetrators. That is well, we hope that comes through. This is a rare. It has been rare. This kind of
having kidnapped along that Kishi Getty axis. It's just we're just calling unnecessary to actually buckle down to serious work on calming down on insecurity, particularly in Oyo State. We are based at the state, and all this, we don't want it in the state, not even anywhere.
So that is why the issue of it, because you know, the police, the federal police cannot be everywhere at every time.
And that's why the call for state policing is actually a very good one. But let's just hope it's not political, because why now? This is, of course, penultimate year to the election, and now you just realize that now state policing is imperative.
Yes.
Let's just hope it's not a political statement.
Yes, we hope so. We hope
let's just hope it's not
president's words will stand.
And this time, let's just pray he is believable.
And in Ondo, suspected kidnappers on Wednesday night attacked an agricultural settlement in, well, I don't know how to pronounce this location, Pelepe area of Akure South local government area of Ondo State, abducting a housewife and shooting her husband. Imagine.
Why Ondo?
Ondo State. And well, confirming the incident, the state police command said the abduction occurred around 8:45 p.m. along Oda Road in Akure, and that is according to the state police public relations officer PPR Rujimo Abayomi. Well, it goes on and on and on.
Maybe just like we are often advocate that the state of emergency should be declared on insecurity in Nigeria, and government, particularly the federal government, should stop paying lip service to we are on top of the situation. We are tired of all the semantics of inefficiency. We are on top of the situation. We have rescued some of the victims. If you rescue, how many people have you apprehended? How many people have you nabbed? How many of them have been killed during the face-off? That is what we want to hear. We are tired of on top of the situation.
That is it. And this now, another one, Kebbi State, gunmen believed to be members of the Lakurawas group in the early hours of Thursday attacked the police post at Bakinruwa Maji checkpoint in Bagudo local government area of the state, killing 2 police officers on duty. Were they not armed?
Can you imagine? Well, we take for the rest of the story and more on, of course, on all our dailies. Let's take this break and we'll be right back. It's still conversation.
lákòókò Ramadan yìí Kivo non-dairy creamer ó darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹbí jákèjádò Nàìjíríà nínú àdúrà àròjinlẹ̀ àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
láti sàárì sí ìṣínú ṣe àfikún adùn sí ife tíì kọfí custard tàbí ògì pẹ̀lú ìṣerere Kivo tó kì pọ́pọ́.
tí oòrùn bá ti wọ̀ tí àwọn olólùfẹ́ kórajọ fún ìṣínú jẹ́ kí àkókò kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìtumọ̀ kó rọrùn kó sì dùn sí pẹ̀lú Kivo non-dairy creamer. Kivo non-dairy creamer jẹ́ kí Ramadan yìí jẹ́ àkókò ìṣerere.
You're welcome back on the Still Conversation. And still on the abduction
of the four people along the
Kishi-Igbeti
road in Irepa local government area. Yes, information now has it that the state government, a source close to the Oyo state government, said that all victims have been safely rescued through the combined efforts of the state and non-state actors who had been combing the bush since last night. And the source said that the chairman of Irepo local government area coordinated the exercise well.
And that was that is commendable.
Commendable.
That is commendable. And
no victim was
killed, and we have them safely returned back home. But that is still not enough.
Yes.
We want the perpetrators. We want these criminals, just like you always call them. We want these terrorists brought to book. It is not enough to say, okay, the victims have been rescued. We want them brought to book. We want them.
At least it is not that
prosecuted.
It is not that the those that coordinated the rescue efforts, they just go there and met them on ground. The people will be there, and they cannot just pick them up like that and rescue them. There should be a shootout.
Exactly.
Shootout where some will be killed, some will be rescued.
There must have been a kind of afraid. Yes, there must be, of course. We don't want to use the word battle.
Yes.
But there must be face-off.
Yes.
It's only
not that maybe there was a kind of
just have this
negotiation and then give them some kind of money
with money. No,
people want to see them. Yes, arrest them, injure them, so that we'll see, okay, who these people are.
Exactly. Even if possible, let police, let them, of course, the due diligence. When they catch petty thieves, of course, they are so quick to put it on the pages of their media pages, on their social media handles. They are always, so why are we not having them? All these criminals, why are we not having them?
Yes. But
let's see them. Let our stations come around and, of course, do the capturing for you and say, okay, let's, and by that way, of course, they are families too. They are not ghosts. People associated with them, of course, will feel the shame of what they do. If friends and families are involved in such dastardly acts, I want to use nefarious activities.
The rescue effort, well, we commend the chairman.
Commend the chairman, of course, we're not talking down to that. A good one.
And the communal efforts.
The communal efforts.
Vigilante, well, we commend them. But there should have been some kind of arrest somewhere. That is what we are talking about.
And that will serve as deterrent for everyone else planning to turn that into business, because it's now becoming lucrative now. And say they kidnap and they're getting money.
How many times have you heard about armed robbery? No. How many times? They go into kidnapping now, take you into the bush, not you. Take you into the bush and ask for ransom. You just bring money. Soft. It is soft. Just bring money
for doing nothing.
Use armed robbery to scatter everywhere, kill people, and collect money. Just soft landing.
Soft landing. All right, let's just say away from, of course, the insecurity now. Even though we still have Nasarawa Kogi Benue group of terror, as resident review wrote, transit camps, how border communities, forest corridors feel attacks. Nasarawa border communities, major transit points for terrorists heading to Benue, says Palmer. And relevant authorities cannot claim ignorance. And this accuses monarchs of conniving with criminals, misleading security agents. And we have more and more. That it takes a cast iron stomach to go through the dailies without, of course, being appalled by whatever it is we have there. But away from that, let's move to the power sector now.
Yes, before power sector now. Suspected Boko Haram terrorists have abducted more than 300 residents during the deadly attack on Ngushi community in Goza local government area of Borno State, midnight on Wednesday. Imagine, forcing thousands of survivors to flee to neighboring Pulka community, where many have been forced to sleep on roads and in school buildings for fear of further attacks. And the Pulka community is also vulnerable to attacks. That is what we are saying. No security presence in these communities. And the people, some are against state police state police
establishment.
Some are for. Look at this.
And sometimes when we get to hear some of these state actors, I don't want to mention maybe governors, whatever position they are holding, and kicking against state policing. I sometimes just wonder, are they beneficiaries of these atrocities? Because if you go through the dailies, and if you watch TVs, if you read the news, and you listen to the state of affairs of Nigeria, you just realize insecurity is Nigeria is once turned into a crucible. And for you to actually keep quiet and say, okay, state police is not the way to go, please suggest something else for us.
Yes.
And if you cannot, and you are kicking against state policing, then we need to be looking at you.
Yes, because you know why some people are against state policing, because they believe
that the government
they might be used by some politicians. Yes, they might be.
But they've forgotten that
for negative purposes. But what I am saying, and what I said yesterday, that if we can maintain our Amotekun, yes, we can maintain them, that they are not being used by some wealthy politicians for negative purposes. Why can't we, maintain state police? We can. So many countries have state policing systems. Yes, even if you are not advanced to that level, even some West African countries, they have state polices. Yes, police there.
But when people bring about that they are going to be used by these politicians or wealthy individuals or these covetous people, I laugh. Even the United States of America, they have police departments, you have OYPD. Even at that, they still have the FBI, local policing, like the sheriffs,
headed by the sheriff. If any incident is not cannot be handled critically by the local government police, they invite the state police. If the state police cannot, they invite the federal police, federal police, FBI.
Exactly, and that's the way it's done now. When they say they are going to be used by this, and I just laugh. We have laws. That's why we have this enactment setting them up, and that is why they can always be brought to book, no matter what they do. They are not. Of course, it's not that they can also be sued. Yes. So if they perpetrate anything, they go for it. Don't we have that even in the so-called federal police system that we have? Do we not see some of them who are bad eggs?
Yes.
So if you're talking about state policing, they're not going to do worse than what we have seen or experienced in Nigeria. So people should just come out with it. And we shouldn't be just stuck to the past. And this is the way we do our things. Insanity, like you always say, is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yes. And if I know, if they want proper policing and they do not want state police, yes, let the federal government employ more hands in the police, equip them
and try to localize them.
Yes.
When the localization, I'm just saying, if you are from Ibadan, stay in Ibadan. You understand the environments, the nooks and crannies.
If you are from Ogun State, stay in Ogun State. In Ibadan or your state. If you are from Ogbomoso, yes, let them put you there under the state police system, the
federal police system.
If you are from Kishi or the Okegun area, stay there. Ibadan, stay there. Any other state, but this cannot be possible. It is not possible. A policeman to 400 citizens or two.
Yes, one police, the ratio that was worked out.
Yes.
So that's why employ more hands.
Yes, that if the federal government cannot employ more hands, let the state police come. Let them create. Let the framework, it has been laid down before the Inspector General of Police, and he is acting. He has set up a committee. Let them do the framework and see how these things will work. What the state actors, state governments, yes, what they will do. I don't know how they will do it. Maybe it's the state governments too will, have to have an input.
No, of course, most definitely it's about the state.
They will have an input.
And of course, they should support that with the fact that they are supposed to be neutral, and so there shouldn't be involvement in any politics whatsoever.
And that it is the state government. They will be responsible to the state government, not the federal, but under the supervision
of the federal government. It's done, and it's done and dusted. All right. right, back to the power sector now. Power crisis worsens as generation drops 11% to 2,898 megawatts.
And I don't even want to. You see anything talking about power sector?
Yeah, you kicked against it even when I said, don't even go there.
Because it is not encouraging.
Yeah,
it is not really encouraging. Power sector.
I know they have an excuse this morning.
Which is
they're saying NISO blames poor gas supply.
Gas supply this time again, not national grid collapse.
No, we're not the national grid, but poor gas supply. Let us know
who is supplying the gas.
You know, sometimes we have semantics of inefficiency. We just have something to describe this. These adjectives, Nigeria, we deserve Nigerian English. We just have that.
Just coin something.
Coin some words and it's just befitting.
So how many people will explain that it is due to poor gas supply?
Poor gas supply, and they
that is selling ewedu and akara and what now? And does not have gas to use, power at night to sell to people. You know, this is the Ramadan time.
Yes.
And the woman will want to sell at least. We want to.
Of course, in the evening when people want to observe
to use light to do and you will now be saying poor gas supply.
Poor gas
you will
supply.
now be telling that woman that it is due to poor gas supply.
That we don't have power. Even when the gas was there power supply.
Power supply.
Well, they should just save us these unnecessary details. We know what they are synonymous to. So you are telling us blame poor gas supply, even when gas supply was not to be blamed. What else? Have you not created excuses for putting Nigerians in darkness and paying the price? Of course, that is what we do here.
Yes.
Whether they work or not, you must pay when they bring the bills.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, still on. We have IPAC kicking. Amend Electoral Act or will boycott 2027 elections.
Who is accredited to that?
IPAC, we have that on page 5 of the Vanguard.
One of those
inter-party, what do they call themselves? Advisory Council. Okay. They say as one that political parties under its umbrella may boycott the 2027 general elections if the National Assembly does not urgently amend key provisions of the Electoral Act 2026. In simple terms, IPAC says part of the new law weaken multi-party democracy, restrict right of political parties to manage their affairs, and could affect the credibility and acceptance of the next general elections if left unchanged. And of course, the position was contained in a communique at the end of the Council's General Assembly meeting held at its National Secretariat in Abuja. The communique was co-signed by mentioned some names, and they said that is just their own concern.
What is the key points that they want for the amendments?
You know, just like we discussed, that the reforms say, okay, selection of candidates will be based on direct primaries.
Primaries, yes.
Or consensus. Now, they just don't want direct primaries, they don't want consensus, they want
election.
No, even primary is still election, but they want imposition. You know, if I have money now and I live outside the shores of Nigeria and they can
just bring me
in, and you know, here I am,
yes, with money.
And now because I wonder what they are kicking against.
So I know when I see one of my guests on my program on TV. Matters arising. Well, I think when I see him, I will clarify that.
Let's find out what their grievances
really is. Yes, is the
with the electoral reforms. Let's see if they are really genuine, and let's see. Okay, if that can be looked into.
Yes. We'll take another break now. And we'll be back.
And we'll be right back. It's still conversation, and let's go for this break.
This Ramadan, Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer joins families across Nigeria in prayer, reflection and unity. From iftar to Sahur, enrich every cup of tea, coffee, custard or pap with Kivo creamy goodness.
At sunset, as loved ones gather for iftar, make every moment richer, smoother and tastier with Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer.
Kivo Non-Dairy Creamer. Make this Ramadan a good time moment.
Kivo Creamer.
Èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. Ó nílò ààbò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Níbikíbi tó bá wà ló fún ojúlówó. Ó yá sọ pé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Mobile ní ìṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile. Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó.
All across Nigeria, one truth prevails. Football is not just played on the pitch. Arguments fly, tensions shift like defenders on the pitch. And when the ball finally enters the net, that is the 12-player full attack mode. 11 players play on the pitch, but we, the fans, play from anywhere. With Betano, fans don't just watch the match, we influence the game. Register now and join the 12th player. Betano, not for persons under the age of 18. Bet responsibly.
Conversation.
Still
Conversation.
Yes, on Oluyole FM 98.5 right in the city of Ibadan. Now we move out of Nigeria, just briefly talking about the latest happenings in the Middle East.
Yes.
Talking about the attacks, yes, between Iran and Israel, United States, and some bases in Jordan, Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and those, yes, due to the onslaught on Iran by the United States and Israel. And well, like I said yesterday, we thank God that our pilgrims from
Oyo State,
yes, and that left Jordan, yes, via Turkey, yes, and came back to Nigeria safely. And yes,
thank God
Almighty, yes, that while they left Jordan, it was when one barrage of missiles hit Jordan, they left safely and came back. Yes, we thank God for that.
Thank God.
Now, latest now is that the latest Iranian missile, yes, talking about reprisals now. Missile barrage sparked a wave of explosions across Tel Aviv as firefighters worked to contain the blaze at the residential building near Israel's commercial hub on Friday. And the blast came after Israel expanded its campaign against Hezbollah, vowing retribution against the Tehran-backed militant group for joining the conflict following the killing on Saturday of Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. And Iran's state broadcaster said Tehran had fired missiles against targets in the heart of Tel Aviv after Israel's military said it was working to intercept incoming Iranian fire late Thursday. Well, that is that is the situation right here now. And well, it further went on to say that that is according to the Iran state broadcaster, that Tehran had fired missiles against targets in the heart of Tel Aviv after Israel's military said it was working to intercept incoming, yes, like I said. Well, and that is the situation. I think Iran, the Iranian leadership, the immediate Iranian leadership that was installed immediately after Ali Khamenei was assassinated. Yes, it is not. He is not. He's pushing forward.
Forward.
Now. Yes.
Well, maybe American. Yeah. The combination of America and Israel, they got more than they bargained for, because really nobody has actually envisaged Iran to.
I even thought that the one that was installed immediately, I thought it was maybe a stooge of the United States or Israel. But I did not know that is also yes. It means yes. It means business, with
serious business, and of course with the little digging we did on Iran. Many people just see Iran as might be Muslim country, but they are not Arabians. That is what has been. In fact, whatever change that happened to them happened just 40 years. They used to be westernized until, of course, that Ali Khomeini, who actually brought Ali Khomeini, that was war, because at that time he was actually fighting for restoration of their customs and whatever religion, whatever tenet of faith they believed in. Now, when President Trump, who was actually himself the gatekeeper of the universe,
the gatekeeper,
of course, gatekeeper,
the gatekeeper, the big bully,
the big bully. Of course, because I don't know, we are talking about a sovereign state. We're talking about a country now, and now you just felt somebody at whims and fancy. And now watch somebody say we should not repeat the mistakes of the Gulf War. Now you create a country as weapon of mass destruction. At the end of the day, like over 2 million lives were lost. Of course, there is no good war and there is no bad peace.
Yes, imagine what he's doing, what he has done to Venezuelan president. Nicolas Maduro,
and now
you just
declared that you are now in charge of controlling their oil and whatever
it has happened before. Panamanian president, then just picking him up. It is not. It was not President Donald Trump, but the U.S. in general.
U.S.
Then it was, I think, George Bush. He was also a Republican.
Yes, Republican when are synonymous to violence, to warfare.
Yes,
and of course, thank God Nigerians are not in the crossfire, and we're not having what is this casualty of war. They always use this collateral damage. Thank God we're not having that, Nigerians. But Nigerians abroad, please, we pray for your safety wherever you may, because Nigerians are well traveled.
And President Bush said yes, he attacked Nigeria as a country of
particular concern.
Yes, and he assisted. Well, he prodded the federal government
to do something. Yes, not just into doing what they are supposed to do.
And they attacked Sokoto, some hideouts from the terrorists and those from their base in the Gulf of Guinea. Well, we appreciate him.
We appreciate that.
But please, now be putting your hands in something and trying to
hijack our democracy. No, don't, please. Nigeria is a sovereign country, just like Iran is. We're not making case for any state, but we're just stating the obvious. The truth is, the government want that they bargain for. If you see Tel Aviv now, going by the videos we have seen, Israel was struck and struck badly.
Yes.
Fine. And now, that is why we just call on any leaders. War, no matter how little, should not be an answer to anything. We don't pray for war. We don't want it. For those, of course, we have fathers, we have parents and grandparents who have seen, who have witnessed war.
Yes. Even domestic wars.
Even domestic.
Talk about
the skirmishes that we do have, even in Yoruba, we don't want war. Whatever.
Talk about the Ife Mudakeke war.
Thank you.
I covered it. I covered the Ife Mudakeke war. Then look at the Nigerian civil war nationally.
And we're still paying the price.
Paying the price.
So please,
they are still.
Don't want another war. And the federal government, of course, should mind their involvement, whatever. But if we can benefit economically, of course, whatever benefit us and our economy, we should pursue. But for anyone to actually take sides, whether with religion, because it's Israel and because it's Iran, you know, say Muslim, Nigeria should please desist. It is not our war and it is not religious.
Yes.
Whatever they will just know is political and is economic. So that is us Nigerians. We should not bring the war that is happening in the Middle East, we should not bring it to West Africa. And we should not bring it home. And as we have another one again, is that Middle East war spreads, as Trump says, it must okay Iran's next supreme leader.
It must.
It must okay Iran's next supreme leader. Can you imagine? President Trump now, Afobaje.
Okay.
He must whatever supreme, he must Can you imagine?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I think he's trying to do a kind of negotiation. Well, that's my opinion.
You know, at a point.
In a way.
At a point, you know, he actually tried that when they saw the reaction of the Iranians that they were prepared.
Yes.
Like, wow.
I think they must have had seen or, you know, gotten a kind of information that I think this new Iranian leader is they have something up their sleeves. So maybe he's trying to and you know, like his a character, he will always, you know, brag about that. He must is he the strong man of Ibadan politics.
Exactly.
So what is he trying to say? He must okay, if you're not let him go and pick him up and he'll see what will happen.
And it's already, and whatever claims they have that Iran is building or has nuclear power, well, maybe what you're saying is just tip of the iceberg. When push comes to shove, we don't want them doing that.
I'm sure it is him that made them they killed, they assassinated or exterminated Ali Khamenei.
It was because from what we read,
they have nuclear weapons. Ahmadinejad said they had nuclear weapons, they were building nuclear weapons, but it was
not for war.
Yes,
not for war. It clearly stated the energy generation. That was what he said. Even if it was not been true, of course, we were always taken by his words, not for war. Now you have seen the war. So please, save us some whatever rhetorics you have or reason for going to war, because what they do, you know, they try to woo Spain into the war, but Spain, the Spanish president,
he told
Trump that we have made that mistake. The world has made that mistake years before. We are not repeating that mistake. So, and now the UK, and it's a pity I have
UK too.
Okay, because if you go by what they have, their house, these Nigerian women, they can be burdened or something, saying they should just wrap it up and you just, you know, I just wonder if that woman had any blood of Nigerian still left in her. I think because sometimes when she made some submission, I would just be looking, who is this woman?
Yes, some words, some statements. You think that she's a kind of, I think, maroon.
Don't use that word. We know what to call him, of course, when we are off air. It's just, I just wonder. And the name came in, please. It needs to be, you should just remove the name and give yourself. Because whatever policies, of course, you have sanctioned, has never for once paid us Nigeria. I want to use that word.
Maybe she should just call herself maybe catfish.
Catfish,
well, before we go to the phones, yes. Talking about education issues now, quickly. SANU issues fresh threat over delay in renegotiation and February salaries. And they are saying they may withdraw their services and picket government offices. That is according to the union. I think there was a renegotiation agreement, and it is not coming to place.
We have another one. We have Peter Obi's talking here. Nigeria is poor because we celebrate looters. And you just wonder, who is talking? All right, we still take this commercial break, and by the time we come back, we open up the phone lines.
And yes, I will give you a view and opinions on the stories that we have read.
It's still conversation on Oluyole 98.5 FM.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no, for your engine, no. Make it mobile, make it mobile. Anywhere you dey, the motor deserve to be number one, yo. Make it mobile, make it mobile. You carry the go, make everybody join me, say, make it mobile.
Make you go with the best.
Make it mobile.
lákòókò Ramadan yìí Kivo non-dairy creamer ó darapọ̀ mọ́ gbogbo ẹbí jákèjádò Nàìjíríà nínú àdúrà àròjinlẹ̀ àti ìrẹ́pọ̀.
láti sàárì sí ìṣínú ṣe àfikún adùn sí ife tíì kọfí custard tàbí ògì pẹ̀lú ìṣerere Kivo tó kì pọ́pọ́.
tí oòrùn bá ti wọ̀ tí àwọn olólùfẹ́ kórajọ fún ìṣínú jẹ́ kí àkókò kọ̀ọ̀kan ní ìtumọ̀ kó rọrùn kó sì dùn sí i pẹ̀lú Kivo non-dairy creamer. Kivo non-dairy creamer jẹ́ kí Ramadan yìí jẹ́ àkókò ìṣerere.
Yeah, the program is still conversation on Oluyole FM 98.5 in the city of Ibadan. Yes, phone calls. Like I said, we have dished out the numbers already. And yes, calls are coming in. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Yes, you're welcome. Yes.
That word moron, please.
Yes, we don't. Yes, we know that we should not use FR words, but yes, I mean that can wait, sir. That can should be removed because she's not acting like a Nigerian. Yes, she should be called.
I know. I've been following her story for a very long time. Don't, but that language is not.
Yes, I know it is not good, but at this time of my life, she should remove that Kemi and put another word.
All right. Let me talk about this issue of the power sector. You know, this power sector, I think there was a man that said that there is power and principality behind the issue of power supply in Nigeria. So the issue of power and principality behind our power supply in Nigeria, who are those power and principality? I did not know this power sector, my brother, even in my area, I said it. Since January now, I can't that we have like it's not up to 3 times January this year.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, and like I always say, we are they use band now. We are bandless because in 1 month at least 2 times, 1 hour, 2 times.
2 times
in a month.
So what band can we call that?
Bandless.
Bandless.
Yes. Yes, 0055 009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Yes, Mr. William, you are welcome.
Now, this is the issue of government who can do Nigeria from Kishi to Kribi, from Kishi to Borno State. I don't know if it happened in Nigeria. What part of it is the Borno State? Last time the government said it's all over. How come I say it's all over? Look at it again. The bishop will understand it. Because none of us know what happened. Because it's doing well. They want to do magic. He said it's all over. They did the post. You can see what they happening. I'm surprised though. Only come with Nigeria. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, Mr. William. Yes, keep the calls coming. The conversation is the program Oluyole FM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning.
I'm Julian Kulkan.
Yes.
Now, on the power sector, you see that by the time it's around rainy season, around May and June, you will see that the electricity, that people will forget their sorrow again. That is how we live in Nigeria. We forget ourselves. What can try? That's Nigerians will forget their sorrow. Not until around November, December again. Then that's when we start our problem again. We are not a serious nation. And the way people energize this government in this country, I just look at them and marvel. What do why do you elect people to be your representative? Why do you elect people to be at the executive? Is it not to, improve the life of your life is not improving. You are not struggling for your life. But people still keep pushing them. They're pushing up me. Only try. You look at them and what significant changes has occurred? Nothing. So that's the other. Then on the war in the Gulf, only a fool, sorry to use that word, we think that was a religious war. But some people in Nigeria, they believe that the IPOB believe they are fighting for Israel. The Northerners believe they are fighting for Iraq. They don't know that Abraham was an Iranian. He left Iran. Iran was Iran. Abraham was from Iran before he went. So they are brothers. The Iranians are not Arabs; they are Persians. So it's a war of politics and security. In your job, what you mean? That's what they are doing there. Not you have more Muslims in Israel than Christians. So and we have Christians in Iran too. So for people now to be saying that this war is just a political war. There's war between Afghanistan and Pakistan now. Present war. They are fighting themselves, and both are Muslim countries.
Yes.
There is war between Ukraine and Russia. Both are Christian countries.
Yes.
So war will just come and go. America just wants to dispose it expired. That's what they want to do. They look for where they will dispose and dispose that and build another one.
Expired weapons.
Expired weapons. That's what they are doing. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the information. Yes. The program is still Conversation, Oluyole FM 98.5 in Ibadan. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I think is calling from Ikoke.
Yes, you're welcome, sir.
Okay. About this local that you are talking about.
State police.
Okay, state police.
Yes.
Okay. If not all government can consider them better, and there are some vigilantes they are paying half salary for them instead of to be complete their money and be going here and there from village to village and give them motor now to have better.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, I understand what Baba is saying. Baba is saying that instead of, purported wasting of money on state police, why not empower the vigilantes, local vigilantes? I think what he's saying is another angle to what we are talking about to tackle insecurity. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I am Adepoju speaking from Saki Ogworoke.
You are welcome, sir.
I want to appreciate Mr. Warren today. I enjoy his contribution. No side talk, no side easy. We should continue that way. I like to listen to what he has to contribute. Mr. Warren, thank you for today.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He
has always been a regular and
giving us
very
objective
review analysis on his opinions.
Yes. Yes, 070-55-1985 or 080-5500-9850. The program is Conversation on Oluyole FM. Bumi is distracting me. Bumi is here. She is distracting me. And that is why I wanted to make a mistake about the...
All right, the elite of here just getting ready.
Yes. Now, U.S. approves temporary sales of stranded Russian oil to India. Stranded. I don't understand what that
stranded
means.
Russian oil.
And yes, a call here. Hello, good morning.
Mr. Ojo Michael, once again.
Yes, Mr. Ojo Michael.
Yes, the issue of state police or state policing. As Mr. Moshood already said here, it shouldn't be political and it should come to limelight. Yes, that's what I want to say. We should let's have state police. I've been saying this, let's give it a try. God bless you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I think yes, that is it. We should have the state police and even the local government police, and I am sure the vigilante, like that Baba said, the vigilante
can operate on a local government
level. Yes. And what they cannot undo, they will just invite the state
and whatever state
they cannot undo,
let it go to the federal. Let federal do the oversight in all the states, but let the state maintain their own security. And of course, there will be no waste again for security votes.
Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
This is a musician from Level.
Level, yes, you are welcome.
See, the issue of this state police, I just thank God for the kind of president we have, more than a reform inclined president who don't, who don't mind whatever anybody's reaction is when it comes to reform. State police, we have needed it very long time since very long time ago. Yes. But because most of the time we'll be having the not on the #1 seat, and their program, the other time you are trying to say that, oh, you don't know the reason that they're tackling it, not to establish it. The reason is because they not just one agenda in mind. Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Oh, I think you are not hearing me. So their agenda is jihad, nothing but jihad. The other time you said they have got someone from in Ondo. You said why Ondo? See, you asked why Ondo, why Benue. When they started the jihad in 1804 with Madam Fodo, it was Benue people that stopped them from massively entering the West. The anger of that time is what they are still venting out on them to date. And although it's a strategic place that when they get it, they'll be able to penetrate the Southwest. So that's their only the agenda, not oneness of Nigeria, but just oneness to dominate Nigeria for jihad. That's the problem we have been having. But thank God for the president we have. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you. But that is your opinion, of course.
Yes,
why we will not really go against it. We just want to know, we still believe in one Nigeria, and even up in the north, there are still some of their state governors who are championing the cause of state police and policing. So it's going to be fallacy of hasty generalization to say the north doesn't want state policing.
I don't know why Ondo is always in the news. Ondo, gunmen wreak havoc in Ondo, you know. Oluyole and Kebbi. And well, I think about 4 weeks ago, or 5 weeks ago, one Ondo monarch was kidnapped, taken with the Ileke and Irukere. They took him. Now I see another one here, 62-year-old man, Ondo man, nabbed for defiling minor. Why Ondo every time? Well,
we just pray God we take control of the state, not just Ondo State, every state in Nigeria. Yes, that is our prayer.
But Ondo, I don't know why it is Ondo almost every time. Yes, yes. If you check your time now, yes, you see it's
7:30, 7:30, and of course you just have to say our bye on conversation. Of course, to give room for sports tidbits, and we have to be Ajewole standing by with the latest in sport news.
Yes, and I know that he will give us, various stories from the sporting world. Yes, Toby, like you said, Toby is here, and Yinka. My name is Bimbo Akambi. We'll come your way again tomorrow for another edition of Conversations.
I am Goke Moshood, and see you tomorrow.
A happy weekend to each and every one of us. Well, my name is Oluyole, and of course I'll be your host for this for Sported Beat this morning, and of course with me is Toby Ajewole here. So overall we discuss MPFL, all the happenings, all the latest making rounds in the world of sports, from basketball to MPFL to tennis, everything you can think of. And of course yesterday's match, talk about that 3-1 defeat to Tottenham Hotspur. We actually talk about that one. So as we are going to talk about this morning. actually, we're going to start from the Nigerian men's national basketball team, talking about the Tigers. So they've dropped 3 places to 53rd in the latest global rankings released by the International Basketball Federation, that is FIBA. The new standings see Nigeria fall from 50th to 53rd in the world with 271.2 ranking points, while maintaining 8th position amongst African teams. The drop places Nigeria among the joint second biggest fallers on the continent in the latest rankings, alongside Tunisia's men's national basketball team, which also slipped 3 points to 52nd globally. The biggest decline among African teams was recorded